NHL trade rumors and league updates, Oilers, Maple Leafs, Penguins, Canucks and more. Welcome back to the channel. We've got a ton of updates from around the NHL tonight, as we're now less than a week away from the NHL trade deadline. The rumor mill is heating up, and several teams are at the center of speculation. In today's video, we'll break down the latest trade buzz surrounding teams like the Edmonton Oilers, Toronto Maple Leafs, St. Louis Blues, Vancouver Canucks, New York Rangers, and San Jose Sharks. We'll also discuss a big update regarding Evgeny Malkin's future with the Pittsburgh Penguins, clear up the Wayne Gretzky Olympic locker room story, and cover important injury updates across the league. Let's get into everything. Injury updates around the NHL. First, let's start with some roster and injury news that could impact several teams. The Los Angeles Kings just can't seem to catch a break lately. They already lost Kevin Fiala for the remainder of the season after the Olympics, and now they've taken another hit. Kuzmenko is expected to miss time after undergoing a knee procedure to repair a torn meniscus. He's currently listed as week-to-week, which is a tough loss for a player who provides valuable secondary scoring. On top of that, Drew Doughty and Adrian Kemp were also dealing with injuries and were expected to miss their latest game. With injuries piling up, the Kings' playoff hopes could become even more complicated. Meanwhile, the Colorado Avalanche announced that Arturi Lehkonen is dealing with a concussion. As we know, concussion timelines are unpredictable, so it's unclear how long he could be out. The Buffalo Sabres got some good news, though. Zach Benson returned to the lineup against the Tampa Bay Lightning, and Buffalo picked up a big win after Lightning goalie Andrei Vasilevskiy struggled and was eventually pulled. Over in New Jersey, the Devils activated Luke Hughes, which resulted in Colton White being sent back to the AHL. The St. Louis Blues were without Colton Parayko due to back spasms, while Robert Thomas has been away from the team because of a family matter but is expected to return soon. And finally, the Detroit Red Wings have recalled Dominic Shine to the NHL roster. Wayne Gretzky Olympic story clarified. Now let's address the story involving Wayne Gretzky that has been circulating on social media. Former NHL player Mike Commodore claimed that Gretzky had been denied entry into the Team Canada locker room before the Olympic gold medal game, where he was supposed to read the lineup and give a motivational speech. However, that story has now been officially clarified. During the Hockey Night in Canada headline segment, insider Elliot Friedman shared a statement from Gretzky himself. According to Gretzky, the situation was simply a misunderstanding. He did arrive at the arena intending to go into the locker room, but IOC security didn't recognize him and refused to let him through. Rather than making a scene or arguing with security, Gretzky simply decided to leave. So to be clear, he was not denied by Hockey Canada. The organization had fully planned for him to be there. Gretzky also said he doesn't want Hockey Canada receiving any criticism and believes the situation was not a big deal at all. Evgeny Malkin's future with the Penguins. Another major storyline involves Evgeny Malkin and the Pittsburgh Penguins. There had been optimism over the past month that Malkin would sign a one-year extension to stay with Pittsburgh. Many people even believed that deal might happen during the Olympic break. But that didn't happen. According to reports from The Athletic, contract talks have now been put on hold until after the season. This decision reportedly came from the Penguins' side rather than Malkin's camp. When asked about the situation, Malkin appeared visibly frustrated, and the situation feels very similar to the last time he negotiated a contract with Pittsburgh when talks dragged on until the last minute. Despite missing time with injuries, Malkin has still had a solid season, and the Penguins have performed better than many expected. However, with Sidney Crosby recently missing time, the organization may be hesitant to commit to another deal until they see how the season finishes. For now, Malkin's long-term future in Pittsburgh is very much uncertain. San Jose Sharks trade possibilities. Moving on to the San Jose Sharks, there could be some movement ahead of the deadline. Reports indicate that forward Kiefer Sherwood, who was acquired earlier this season from the Vancouver Canucks, could be available if the Sharks cannot reach a contract extension with him. Even though San Jose is still technically in the playoff race, they may choose to move Sherwood rather than risk losing him for nothing. The Sharks also have several defensemen potentially available, including Mario Ferraro, John Klingberg, Nikita Okoshuk, Timothy Liljegren, Matt Benning. With so many pending free agents on the blue line, San Jose's defense group could look very different next season. Tyler Myers trade talk. Another name generating attention is Tyler Myers of the Vancouver Canucks. According to insider Frank Seravalli, Myers is starting to warm up to the idea of a trade. A deal with the Detroit Red Wings has reportedly been discussed, with Detroit offering a second-round pick. However, because Myers has control over the situation, The decision ultimately comes down to whether he agrees to the move.